Litcham Jubilee Hall, built in 1845 on grounds located next to the church. The hall was originally used as a tiny single-room school for almost 100 years, before eventually closing in 1939 and later becoming the village's scout hall. The school is alleged to have started life as a national school. National schools were founded in 19th century England and Wales by the National Society for Promoting Religious Education. These schools provided elementary education in accordance with the teaching of the Church of England to the children of the poor, and were usually located next to the parish church and named after it. When it closed in 1939, the hall is said to have been dilapidated, and by the 1960s, residents took it upon themselves to maintain and run the space as a village hall. The hall changed its name in 1977 to honour Her Majesty the Queen for her Silver Jubilee.
Right, so at opposite ends of the room, Emma's got the heater. You can see her shadow there. If there's anything goes by there, then we'll start to wonder.
What's that blue light keeps going on?
What blue light? Oh, that's on the speaker. That's all right.
Oh, okay. So shall we see if there's any children here? Are there any children here?
I mean, it is chucking it down outside. It could be absolutely anything, but it sounded like a man sort of speaking a sentence.
Yeah, no. Just put this man saying Glenn Barry.
Yeah.
Is Glenn Barry here? Why is there a memorial for you here? Did you just speak? Would you like to please say hello to us?
There's a few people outside leaving
Is there?
the bonfire or the fireworks that were on tonight.
Yeah, there's quite a few cars outside going down the road. I think it's down there somewhere. In fact, on top of the headstone, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder, was the land that this building was put on, was it originally church land?
I just thought so. It doesn't like that's getting the name Martin, but not a man. I don't know whether. Is there a Mrs. Martin?
What was that? That sounded like one of the floor tiles, didn't it? One of the loose floor tiles. I don't know if there's any sort of
It's a view or something, yeah. It's kind of like a.
unless it's just lifting off from the glue or whatever's holding it down.
So Mrs. Martin here. Can you make noise?
Or touch the ball on the floor or one of the devices on the table. Oh, is that you?
No.
And that's the
Vibration.
yeah. So loud. Go on, speak into that.
It was at this point in the evening we appeared to pick up our first and second EVPs of the night. The first EVP appears to say, fucking hell, just after the fireworks had stopped. The second EVP follows me saying, so loud, and appears to say the word outside, followed by some other words that are hard to decipher. So loud. So loud.
Try and take one of the sweets again. They're for you. Yeah, take your phone and record it.
Shortly after, Emma said that she was going to head into the kitchen and do a lone vigil. An EVP is picked up on the voice recorder saying, she won't dare. Listen back with the sound enhanced.
I might go and do a vigil in the kitchen.
Yeah, take your phone and record it.
Yeah, I will. I might go and do a vigil in the kitchen.
Yeah, take your phone and record it.
Yeah, I will.
There must be somebody here. So I say we're talking in the kitchen just through that hat. It's not much of a sound barrier, unfortunately. I'll go and stand near the heater.
Yet another EVP is picked up, this time on the camera audio. After I mention about the hatch not being a good sound barrier, a faint voice is picked up that appears to say, through the hatch. Listen back with the sound enhanced.
So I say we're talking in the kitchen just through that hat. It's not much of a sound barrier, unfortunately. I'll go and stand near the heater. So I say we're talking in the kitchen just through that hat. It's not much of a sound barrier, unfortunately. I'll go and stand near the heater. So if this building was built on church grounds, was this land formerly part of the graveyard? Speaking to that, where that blue light is flashing near there, let me know.
It's thinking of your voice.
What does it?
Yeah, it really carries it so extra.
Yeah, I could hear you as well.
Heard somebody, but yeah.
There's quite a few people outside still, though.
Yeah.
So just wondering if this was the old graveyard.
Incredibly, another EVP is picked up on the voice recorder. Shortly after I ask if the building was built on an old graveyard, a voice appears to say, don't ever. Listen back with the sound enhanced. Just wondering if this was the old graveyard. Just wondering if this was the old graveyard.
What's that? Is that a bug? Must have been. There's a lot of noise outside. There's a lot of excited kids because of bonfire night. But the kids here, you don't have to be quiet.
You don't have to be scared.
This ball here is for you to play with. And so is that one on the table. It's just that you've got to get through those sweeties to get to it. In fairness, you're lucky that I haven't tried to get through the sweeties.
After making a comment about trying to get through the sweeties, a faint mist moves from left to right. Initially, it looks like an exhale of breath. What is interesting about this mist is that I am looking towards Emma. Due to being inside with no breeze, it would have been expected that I would have exhaled in the direction the camera was facing. However, the mist moves from left to right and disappears as it makes its way to the opposite corner to where Emma is sitting. While not saying that this is paranormal, for now it can't be explained. Watch again with the picture enhanced and then slowed down.
In fairness, you're lucky that I haven't tried to get through the sweeties. In fairness, you're lucky that I haven't tried to get through the sweeties. Just going to put the voice recorder on the fireplace near the trail cam. See if what's the chap's name? Glenn Barry wants to chat.
Barry, have you got somebody to bowls or a caretaker or the church teacher?
A few seconds after asking what connection Glenn Barry had to the Jubilee Hall, it appears that Emma receives a direct response to her question. An EVP is picked up on the voice recorder that says bowls. Listen back with the sound enhanced.
Maybe somebody to do the bowls or a caretaker or to do the church teacher? Maybe somebody to do the bowls or a caretaker or to do the church teacher? Let's show you what to do. You have to go up and touch this ball and then isn't that fun? We didn't have anything like that when we were still here.
Can you copy that?
Go on, try and copy it. And look on the table, like that, make it move.
That light is making the sweets look like they're moving.
After trying to encourage a response using the light up ball or EMF meter, yet another EVP is picked up on the voice recorder. What is said appears to be very offensive. Listen back with the sound enhanced and see what you think is being said.
That light is making the sweets look like they're moving. It's unusual how that EMF reader hasn't gone off anymore. That light is making the sweets look like they're moving. It's unusual how that EMF reader hasn't gone off anymore. Now, I don't know if we should sing some nursery rhymes or something like that.
Can't remember any.
You got Ring a Ring of Roses.
Well, that was about polio or something, wasn't it?
Cholera, I think.
Cholera.
But when this was built, it wouldn't have been far off that. Was this built around the time of the cholera epidemic?
It's cold in this corner. It's colder here than over there.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
But you're right, well, near a fire exit here, to be honest. But so I'm gonna sing. It'll be really bad. Feel free to join in. Fireworks again. I bet you're all out watching the fireworks, aren't you? You knew we were coming.
I don't know when nursery rhymes were written though. I think 1931 this was passed over to the Sophia school.
Nursery rhymes were about hundreds of years ago. So I don't know.
Well, I Humpty Dumpty. I'm sure that's.
All the king, yeah. I mean, is Ring a Ring of Roses cholera or is it the plague? I can't remember. But like you say, it relates to disease.
Yeah.
I think it might be plague actually, because I think they used they thought that the scent, or they used the scent of flowers or something like that to try and mask it. I don't know. I could be just talking absolute rubbish, but let's try anyway. I'll sing to you when the fireworks are finished.
I used to sing that at school.
Your voice is probably better than mine.
45 years ago. I only know one bit.
What? What bit?
A ring of roses, a pocket full of roses, a tissue, we all fall down.
That is it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Any more?
Not that I know.
No, isn't it Ashes in the Water, Ashes in the Sea? Something like that as well.
I thought that was Kenny Rogers.
That's something, Islands in the Street.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
No, it's Ashes in the Water, Ashes in the Sea.
Oh, don't know that bit.
Something like that, yeah. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's daughters and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Sorry, they're not very happy popping my singing.
Well, I was going to say, let them finish it, but they probably want to hear them over the fireworks. Can you make one of those, that light up ball, light up, if you like them as singing? Actually, no, if you didn't like them as singing, it'd probably be better, wouldn't it?
You might get more response.
Yeah. How about this one? I want you to finish it. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. I actually can't remember the second bit to that.
Yeah.
Only the rude version.
Chap fell down and broke his crown and Joe came tumbling after.
That's the one. Did you get that?
Again, after trying to encourage a response, this time via singing nursery rhymes, we appear to pick up another EVP on the voice recorder. The response is not complimentary and appears to say, "That was fucking horrible," which we presume was in reference to our singing. Listen back with the sound enhanced.
Fell down and broke his crown and Joe came tumbling after.
That's the one. Did you get that?
Fell down and broke his crown and Joe came tumbling after.
That's the one. Did you get that? Lovely fire. Fire burning. That's me, so just set that off. Yeah, so it would have been tough learning this time of year. But like I was saying, there must have been people here from the wars. I mean,
Oh, they would have celebrated here after the war, after the Second World War.
did you have a party here after the wars were over? Either of them?
They might not have done for the First World War if it was still in school,
That's true, yeah.
but they may well have had to have used it during that time, you know, for something else, maybe.
Or some of the children that were here.
While talking about what the Jubilee Hall may have been used for in the past, more EVPs are picked up on the voice recorder. The first EVP occurs after Emma finishes speaking, but what is being said can't be made out. The second EVP comes after I finish saying, "or some of the children that are here." This EVP appears to say Ken Hawksley. We've conducted research to see if or what connection this person may have had to this location, but no information could be found. Listen back with the sound enhanced.
They might not have done for the First World War if it's still in school,
That's true, yeah.
but they may well have had to have used it during that time, you know, for something else, maybe.
Or some of the children that were here.
They might not have done for the First World War if it's still in school,
That's true, yeah.
but they may well have had to have used it during that time, you know, for something else, maybe.
Or some of the children that were here.
On an evening which, apart from the fireworks, appeared to be quiet, on reviewing the evidence, it turned out to be anything but, with some of the responses seemingly not enjoying us being there. We hope to return to Litcham Jubilee Hall in the future to see if we can find out more about who reside at this location.